Lazor had a great weekend. In my mind, he was the OW. I'm not taking anything away from Jaden Cox because that kid is he's legit. But as far as having a tournament, maybe that you weren't supposed to beat two guys ranked, I think one was 8 and one was 5, and to pin two guys, he was the OW of the tournament in my eyes. He had a great tournament, and we kind of been waiting for Lazor to show up all year, and that was the Lazor that we know is capable. And he's not going to be an easy draw for anybody. I tell you what, especially when you have that confidence like he does right now, and he feels really good. And obviously, this is the time of year when we want to be wrestling our best, and he's certainly put on quite a performance this weekend. Now we want to have him do that again in Oklahoma City. I wasn't surprised by Lazor's performance. Maybe some people were. If you look at it and you're like, well, where'd that guy come from? It's like, well, we know where he's been the whole time. He showed up, and I tell you what, he's a gamer. I mean, what can you say? I mean, that was the best. That was probably the best bracket at the tournament. So for him to do what he did was great. I mean, it's a surprise in a lot of people's eyes, but definitely not a surprise in ours. I've talked about him quite a bit, and I talked about when I first got here about, man, I better change this guy because he doesn't wrestle like me, and that's wrong. That's wrong thinking as a coach, and I've grown as a coach, and I understand that you got to embrace what a guy does and have him do it a little bit better. There's some basic skills that he has to be able to do, but what he did yesterday, that's a feel. He knew what he was going for, and he went for it, and he got it. It's not conventional, but I tell you what, it can be very fun to watch. I know I was excited when he did it. It's not normally what you see, but yeah, he does got a feel, and he's not your conventional wrestler, but he's wrestling extremely hard right now, and that's the thing that he was doing last year. He was making points. If someone was going to score points on him, it was going to be extremely hard to do, and that's what he's gotten back to, or he got back to in that tournament. That's what he's got to do at the national tournament.